Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I want to compare two of my favorite EDC 14500/AA flashlights of 2024. Starting on the left, we have the ThruniteTi Pro, and on the right, we have the Olight Diffuse. Let's go ahead and kick this video off by talking about the current price point at the time of me filming this video here in 2024. Starting on the left with the ThruniteTi Pro, this one comes in for around $20 price point, and the Olight Diffuse comes in around $32. So the edge in pricing goes to the Thrunite. It's about $12 cheaper. Now let's talk about the modes of operation that these lights have. The Thrunite here on the left has three modes of operation: low, medium, and high. The Olight Diffuse has 6 modes of operation. It's got a moonlight mode, a low, medium, high, turbo, as well as a strobe function. So as far as modes, I would give the edge to the Olight. It's got twice as many modes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Olight real quick, and I will show you how to cycle through the modes. I'll talk about what they are. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll long press this button, and you can see that we get to the 1 lumen moonlight mode. This will last for 180 hours. That's 7.5 days of runtime, and that is a good brightness level. That's a good mode. Now if we push and hold, we're going to cycle through. Now we're on low. This is 10 lumens for 25 hours. There's medium, that's 50 lumens for 7 hours. Push and hold a little more, we're going to jump up to high. This is 350 lumens for 10 minutes. And then it will step down to 150 lumens for 2 additional hours. And then if I double press, we're going to jump into 700 lumens of turbo for 1 minute, and then it steps down to high of 350 lumens for 70 minutes. Now if I triple press, we're going to get a strobe, and this is a 700 lumen strobe. Single press turns the light off. So it's a very easy flashlight to operate. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Thrunite. Also very easy to operate. It has 3 modes. We turn the head here, and you can see the light comes on to the low setting. This is 30 lumens, and it'll last for 19 hours. If we back off and then turn it back on again, you can see that we jump up to medium. This is 277 lumens for 150 minutes. That is 2.5 hours. Now to get to the brightest setting, we're going to back off and come back on again, and you can see we are now at 1012 lumens. This will stay there for 2 minutes, and then it'll step down to 262 lumens for an additional 2.2 hours of runtime. So it's very easy to turn both of these lights on and off, and to go through the modes. If I had to pick one of these lights based on modes and differences of mode spacing in the lumen levels, I would have to go with the Olight. It has got much more features than the Thrunite. Now let's break it down, and let's start with the lowest brightness level. We're going to look at, again, 1 lumen for 7.5 days versus low over here, which is 30 lumens for 19 hours. So there's no comparison really, because the Thrunite does not have an ultra low mode. So the default winner here is the Olight, in my opinion. Now if we bump them both up and we go to low, now we can compare a little bit. We get 10 lumens out of the Olight for 25 hours, and we get 30 lumens for 19 hours out of the Thrunite. Now my pick would be, for low, I would go with the Thrunite. It's a little bit brighter, and it's almost as long in the runtime. Now medium, we're going to go 277 lumens for 2.5 hours here, and on the Olight, the mode spacing on medium, it only jumps up to 50 lumens for 7 hours. So let's go ahead and skip that and go up to high. High would be a closer comparison to medium on the ThruniteTi. High on the Olight is 350 lumens for 10 minutes, and then it steps down to 150 for 2 hours. So when it comes to a medium-ish type flashlight, if you want brightness, I would suggest the ThruniteTi. But if you want two different medium modes, basically, because you got medium at 50 and high at 350, I would go with the Olight. It's really a personal preference there. Now, if you want to go to the brightest setting on these lights, the Olight has 700 lumens. That'll last 1 minute before step down. Then it goes to high of 350 for 70 minutes. That's pretty good. And then if you want to look at the ThruniteTi, it does have a much brighter high. It's got 1012, which is brighter than Olight's turbo. 1012 for 2 minutes, then it steps down to 262 for 2.2 hours. Now, if you want the brighter light after the step down, I would go with the Olight. But if you want the brighter light up front before step down, definitely go with the ThruniteTi. Now, Olight has a strobe, ThruniteTi does not, so the clear winner here goes to the Olight. Now, if we want to talk about the candela on these lights, the Olight comes in at 1700 and the ThruniteTi comes in at 4050. So the clear winner here on candela is the ThruniteTi. Distance of throw is very important. So on the brightest setting on both of these lights, the Olight comes in at 80 meters of throw and the ThruniteTi comes in at 127 meters of throw. So my choice for distance of throw would be the ThruniteTi. It's just got more range. Impact resistant is identical on both of these. They come in at 1.5 meters of impact, and they're both IPX8, waterproof down to 2 meters. Now the dimensions of these lights, you can clearly see that the Olight is a little bit taller. So if we look at length, we're looking at 87 millimeters long versus 77 millimeters long. So this one is 10 millimeters longer. So as far as length is concerned, the ThruniteTi is the clear winner. The diameter of the light, we're looking at 18.5 millimeters on the ThruniteTi and 19 millimeters on the Olight. So it's very close, but the ThruniteTi is a little bit thinner in diameter. So not only in length, but also in diameter, I would have to give the edge in size to ThruniteTi. Now weight, this weight is 45 grams and the Olight is 57.5 grams. The ThruniteTi would be the clear winner on weight here. Now the batteries are pretty close. They both run on a USB-C rechargeable 14500 battery. Both of these batteries, when you plug them into USB-C, they turn red when they're charging and green when charging is complete. They both have a capacity of 920 milliamp hour. The ThruniteTi 14500 has an operating voltage of 3.7 volts and the Olight has an operating voltage of 3.6 volts. So as far as the batteries are concerned, in my humble opinion, it's pretty much a wash. They're almost identical. Now both of these lights will both work with all other AA batteries. So they'll work with alkaline batteries, they'll work with nickel metal hydride batteries, lithium, and of course the included 14500. So it's kind of a wash there as well. Now power level indicator, the ThruniteTi does not have one. The Olight does have one. You saw that that was green around there when I turned it on. So the edge for power level indicator goes to the Olight. Now pocket clip, the Olight does not have one. I wish it did, but the ThruniteTi does. So I got to give the edge to ThruniteTi because it does have a pocket clip. Now I will say that I wish it was a dual direction pocket clip, and I definitely wish Olight had a pocket clip as well, dual direction. That would have been fantastic. Now neither of these lights have a magnetic tail cap. So my final thoughts on both of these lights, they are absolutely fantastic. If I had to pick one, it would be a hard choice because they're both very, very durable. They're both waterproof. They both have a good battery. Both have a lot of brightness. If you're into more modes, maybe the Olight, and if you're into more simple, maybe the ThruniteTi. Or if you're on a budget, the price point is better on the ThruniteTi. It's a brighter light. Run times are longer on the Olight because you have those super low modes. So folks, that's really all I have for you today in this comparison video. As you can see, the Olight did come with a lanyard. The ThruniteTi does not. So hopefully this video helped you out. Please feel free to leave comments down below, and if you're interested in either of these lights, I'll put a link in the description box down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.